Hi everyone, Jimmy at SurvAid, and in this video we will go over making a chamber sketch in the Manhole Inspection app. Okay, so this is what happens when you tap on the chamber sketch button in the Manhole Inspection app. This view appears, and I'm using an iPhone for this, physical device with the screen mirrored up onto my monitor, but it looks just the same on Android. And if you have been filling in the form with the other details of the manhole that you're working on, and you have put in the cover shape and the chamber shape, then this area down at the bottom of the screen will have adapted to what you put in there. But if you haven't done those, or you need to change them for some reason, you can tap on the cover button at the top left hand corner, and you can see that we've got a range of different shapes that the cover can be. As I tap on them, then it changes. And as well, over the top of the cover, it's got these handles on, so I can use those to either rotate it around or resize the cover. And then once I'm done, I just tap on the background and it goes back to where it was before. And I can do the same thing with chamber as well. There's 3 different chamber shapes there can be. We can have a circle or a square or like an exploded square view as well. So if we stick to the square one, again we can rotate and resize those, and then we come back to the buttons again. So once we've got the chamber and the cover set up and aligned properly with the north arrow that we've got on there, then we can start adding things like arrows on. So if I tap on the arrow button, then you can see it's added that to the diagram. It's purple, it's got little blue dots at either end of it, which means it's active, and I can drag that around with my finger to reposition it, and I can move the little blue handles on the end to change the angle of it as well. And whenever I've done that, I just again tap on the background of the diagram. It gets rid of that active state, and then it gets coloured in red. And if I need to change that again, I can just tap on it and reposition that as it needs to be. So as well as arrows, we can have parallel lines. Some people like to represent pipes with arrows, some people like to draw them in a bit more like something along those lines. There is a dashed line which can be used to signify some other feature somewhere else, or whatever your imagination comes up with for these really. We can add letters quite easily. So if I tap on A, that'll put an A down at the bottom of the diagram. I can tap and hold that with my finger. It gets a bit bigger, and then as I move my finger around on the diagram, I can just let go wherever I want that A to be. So the arrow can be pipe A, and we can make these parallel lines pipe B. The outgoing one can be pipe X. It can be quite easily dragged around, and so you can build up a quick diagram with just letters and things like that. You can add in circles, either full or just outline, and they moved around the same as the letters. Just tap and hold your finger on it and drag them around. There's squares that are filled and outline and things as well. And finally, you can add labels on there as well. So if you want to put dimensions on there, or some sort of text just to give some sort of context to the diagram, you tap the label tool, put the text in, and then same as the letters, you can tap your finger on that and drag that around as well. If there's anything that's on there that you don't want to be on there anymore, like these arrows or dashed lines, if you tap on something, a delete button appears up above. If you tap on there, it'll ask you if you're sure, and once you OK that, then it's gone. Things like letters and dots and what have you, you can just drag those off the diagram, and then that gets rid of those as well. Not particularly inspiring one, but that is the tools that you can use to come up with a basic chamber sketch. And then once you're done, that gets saved and will be uploaded to the web, where you can look at all the details and along with any other diagrams you've got. So this is just one of 5 diagrams that the Manhole app can produce. Hopefully that's given you a good overview of that. There's articles in our help centre that will go over it in more details. Any questions, feel free to give me a shout, but hope you enjoyed that, and happy surveying.